Hey everyone, Mitch coming from the Commander Score Studio. Welcome to the show. Got my second cup of coffee in me. I'm ready to go on this one. My goodness, there are a lot of great spoilers today, and yeah, it's only day 2 of official spoiler season for March of the Machine. I mean, we had like a first look and like other leaks and stuff like that, and just random cards coming out for no reason. But yeah, this actual spoiler season, during it, we are getting some really exciting things. I mean, just left and right, it's coming. Here we go. So, this one is exciting, but also had me saying, Wizards, why did you do this? I don't understand the logic behind it. And maybe there just is no logic behind it, really. Here we go. So, City on Fire. Yep, things are on fire. Pay 5. Red, red, red. 8 mana in total, but it does have Convoke, so your creatures can help tap to actually help pay for it, essentially. Each creature you tap while casting spell pays for 1 or 1 mana of that creature's color. So yeah, if you got some red creatures, which you might, you know, this is in red, then cool, help cast that. If a source you control deal damage to a permanent player deals triple that damage instead, what in the world? I mean, what? Don't we already have one of these at home? Wizards? What? This is a tripler. We have rarely seen any triplers. There are, I'm going to go through this episode and let me know in the comments below if I missed one, but I believe there are only 2 other triplers in existence. Actually, technically 3. Okay, so I already messed up. 3 other technical triplers like this, and yeah, we got yet another red one for some reason. I don't know why. I was thinking that they'd be like, oh yeah, it's kind of like a cycle. Yeah, we'll go through. And I know Wizards kind of gets not upset, but they're just like, not everything has to be a cycle. And us players are like, it has to be a cycle. It's a cycle. You already had a green one. Now you got a red one. We need a blue one, a white one, and a black one. There we go. That's what we need. We need a cycle. That's what we need. And yeah, Wizards is going to be like, no, we don't. And then years later, we'll probably get the rest of the cycle. I thought we would definitely be seeing definitely a different color before we got another red one. But yeah, this is incredibly powerful. Yeah, you can get down quite early in some decks. I mean, just think about this in like Goblin Tribal. Hey, Cranko. So you're making all these goblins. You just made 8 of them actually. They're not hasty. Can you spare some to just tap them to just play this? Yeah, you can. So there are definitely decks that can really heavily lean on creatures to get this out. Even if not, though. I mean, even if you're only tapping 1 or 2 creatures, it's still, it's well worth it regardless. A damage tripler is insane. Just like the amount of damage that all your things do now is just incredible. Again, any commander that has 7 power is now a one-shot KO on any opponent with this in play. And of course, there are other, damage doublers. There might even be another one that's somewhat like this we'll talk about here in a second. You might be familiar with. And yeah, there are other ways to just make your damage absurdly absurd. I'm running out of... Oh my goodness. I'm slightly thrown off right now, obviously, with this card. I did not expect to see this. And yeah, let's jump into it. Let's jump into... This card is basically a direct copy of Fire Emancipation. In fact, I think the text on it is essentially the exact same, right? If a source you control deal damage to a permanent player, deals triple that damage to that permanent player instead. Looking back, if a source you control deal damage to a permanent player, deals triple that damage. Yes, exact same text, basically. So, hey, Wizards, we really needed a second one of these for some reason. I don't know. It was a printing error. We just copy pasted and just we made the same card. Yeah, I mean, yes, this one technically costs less. But the other one technically could definitely cost a lot less than that. I'm not going to say that the new one is better than this one. It depends on the deck. It depends on how many creatures you're typically running. It depends on if you're okay with just tapping down creatures. Again, if you've got a Cranko deck and you're like, I'm making a stupid amount of creatures, then you're like, yeah, you 8 goblins tap and get this into play for free. Versus this one, yeah, you got to pay 6 mana, which again is well worth it for that impact that this can make. Again, tripling damage is absurd. Now, think about this scenario that can now happen. You've got Fire Emancipation in play. Then you play City on Fire, and your opponents are in a panic because, my goodness, anything you do is times 9 damage. Is that how that math would work right there? Because you go times 3 again. So, hey, any little tiny point of damage is just going to be Boop. Just, yeah, City on Fire. Fire Emancipation. City on Fire Emancipation. That's what you're probably going to say when you have both of these in play. Right? I mean, so just think about this scenario. I cast a lightning bolt at your face, which, I mean, typically doesn't happen in Commander. Lightning bolt does see some play, yes. But in a Burn and Nate deck where you've got these triplers and doublers, let's cast a lightning bolt. Let's say we've got both of these in play. 27 damage from a 1 mana instant. Yeah, what's your life total? Oh, you're 25. Okay. All right. Yeah. I only have 1 mana open. Okay. You're passing your turn. Okay, good. Tap, lightning bolt you in the face. Okay, goodbye. Taking out the other players now with single removal spells, essentially, too. Absolutely absurd. I mean, even obviously if there's 1 damage tripler in play, this is still crazy. 9 damage for 1 mana. 27 is absurd. Obviously, there are double damage. There's other double damage doublers. Oh my goodness, I'm thrown off. There are other damage doublers. The damage triplers, I don't think we need a second one. We didn't need a duplicate of that. I don't know why this is here. And also, when I was looking this up again, just to see all the triplers that we did have, yeah, red, for some reason, you get all the triplers. There is someone over at WotC that is just like, give me more triplers for some reason. I'm a red player. Jessica Thrice Reborn. Hey, Legendary Planeswalker Jessica. Yeah, Jessica, you want to use these in your deck? Probably. Choose target creature until your next turn. If that creature would deal combat damage to one of your opponents, it deals triple that damage to that player instead. So, if you get a creature through, with this activation on Jessica, cool. That's triple damage from that. Then if you had another damage tripler in play, then another damage tripler. That's what? Again, 27 damage? If you just had a 1 damage creature? A 1 damage creature. Creature that could deal 1 damage. If it's 2, that's what, 54. Yeah, absolutely absurd. Essentially, any commander that is partnered with this is just a one-shot KO when you've got both of those in play. Have fun with that. I mean, even just like a Raging Goblin. Again, I played with this card when I was a kid. Just a very simple, 1/1 with haste for 1 mana. Out of nowhere, you can just be like, oh yeah, you don't have any blockers? Okay, cool. Yeah, 27 damage from my 1/1 that cost 1. Yes, I know you got to get that through. Yes, I know it's an unlikely scenario to get all 3s in play, but I'm sure there's some players out there like, I really want to make sure I can get all these damage triplers and maybe a damage doubler or 2 in play. Just see, it's absurd I can make this. Again, they don't make triplers often. This is the 4th one, I think, of all time. 3 of them are in green. 3 of them are in red for some reason. And there's only one other one out there, and the other colors just don't have them yet. And I don't know why. Again, Wizards, if maybe they're just trying to buck the trend of doing cycles or whatnot, they're like, we'll show them they won't get a cycle. This time we're going to put it in red again. We're just going to copy-paste this card. It's got applications. It's a really cool card, yes, but I'm just absolutely confused. So, yeah, let's move on and talk about the other tripler and how this one also just a massive impact. All these triplers have massive impacts in decks when they're used properly. Nyx Bloom Agent, 7 mana for a 5/5 Trampling Elemental that says if you tap a permanent for mana, it produces 3 times as much of that mana instead. So this is just absolutely absurd. Doubles or triples up your lands, triples up your mana rocks, triples up your mana dorks, everything that basically you're going to be producing mana with. It's tripling all of that. That is gross. That is insane. And yeah, again, any kind of a tripling effect. The doubling effects are good. The doubling effects are very good, and a tripling effect is just absurd. So it's just like, oh my goodness. Okay, so there's the 4th one. We have all 4 again. 1 in green, 3 in red for some reason, nothing in the other colors. But yeah, and 2 duplicates of the exact same one essentially in red. Yeah, Cities on Fire is different. I understand. Sky Convoke, it's slightly more, but it's less also. Basically the exact same thing. Anyways, let's talk about really quick the other, before we talk about commanders that might want to utilize this new card, and there's quite a few of them, let's talk about some possibilities for what the tripler could be in the other colors. I mean, in blue, we see Thought Reflection. That one doubles up card draw, which is incredibly impactful. Teferi's Aegis Insight does the exact same thing, essentially, but not your draw on your draw step. Regardless, if they are going to do it, it's probably just going to be a straight up just triple draw. Like this would be essentially, I mean, I don't even know how much mana that would be. 9, 10 mana, essentially. Again, still surprised that we didn't see, something like this before we saw, again, the new card. Next up, Annoying Procession. How would you like to have a token tripler? I would not like to see that, personally. Personally, I would not like to see that. Annoying Procession, if an effect, create one of our tokens under your control, create twice the many tokens instead. I would not like to see a token tripler, unless I would be more okay with it if it specified creature tokens. If it's specified creature tokens, I'd be like, sure, that's fine. But with Annoying Procession, it's like, ah, treasures, ha 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 ha, treasures. The Smothering Tithe, Annoying Procession, yay, I win. Good for you. Yeah, so a tripler that then tripled treasures, no thank you. So yeah, a token doubler or token tripler that does just creature tokens, I'd be more fine with that. That would still be incredibly impactful. That would probably be what, like 6 mana? I don't know. I'm just gonna throw that out there. 6 mana. Let's throw that out there right now. A token tripler for creatures would be 6 mana. Token tripler for all things, got to be at least 7+, right? Maybe more than that. Again, I don't think they should do it. Now, should they do the other, doubling effect that they have? Boon Reflection! Woo! If you would gain life, you gain twice that much life instead! So powerful life! No! Wizards don't do a life tripler. That would just be a big letdown. I mean, yes, sure, there are some life gain decks out there, yep, that would benefit from it. It's kind of boring, personally. I think it's a little boring. You could do better than that, so... yeah, maybe do a scry tripler. That'd be fun. But yeah, do not do a life tripler, please. Now, on the other end of things, should you do a wound reflection tripled? So in black, you'd have an enchantment that says, at the beginning of each end step, each opponent loses life equal to life lost this turn. You would say equal to 3 times no life lost this turn or whatever. I guess you'd have to word this differently. It'd just be a kind of like, I mean, it would be equals whatever. They lose 3 times the amount of life they already lost. I don't know. Or twice as much life they already lost. So then, actually, if they lost twice as much life they already lost, then that would be 3 times. So that would work. So yeah, basically, are they going to do some kind of a life loss tripler? Or I don't know what else they do in black. I'm not sure if there's any other kind of doublers that are already in black. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think, again, like these kind of new triplers would be. Again, Wizards may never complete this cycle. I bet they do. But again, they're probably going to be like, it doesn't have to be a cycle. Look, we did these other things. Again, they're going about in a very weird way, it seems like. Yeah, 3 red triplers, 1 green tripler. No blue, no white, no black triplers. So, yeah, Esper players out there, you can just wait a little bit. But yeah, if you are a mono red player or just a player that can utilize, a damage tripler like this, hey, Sulfim Mayhem Dominus, you definitely want to consider this one. If source you control deal non-counter damage to an opponent, or a permanent opponent controls deals double the damage to the player instead. Also, this can become indestructible very, very easily. Yeah, it's a brand new commander from the latest set, and it's a very, very, very high impact card, one that works great in a group slug type strategy where you're doubling up your damage to all your opponents. Maybe you're damaging yourself too, but you're not doubling that. But yeah, if you're saying, hey, let's just throw down a Fire Emancipation, that's already a great card in this deck, and let's also throw in a City on Fire. My goodness. Yeah, throwing in any kind of a tripler obviously is like ×6 times all your stuff. And if you had 2 of them, oh my gosh, if you have 2 of them, that's what, ×18 to any, just like, oh my, like a Sulfuric Vortex, that's like 36 damage to your opponents. I mean, you're going to hit 2 for quite a bit, but not that much. Anyways, yeah, Sulfim Mayhem Dominance can definitely consider this brand new card. Taralf, God of Fury. This is another one that might want to consider it as well. Whenever a creature or planeswalker opponent controls dealt excess non-combat damage, Taralf deals damage equal to excess damage to any target other than that permanent. This one is just kind of gross in how it works. So yeah, you basically are, tripling damage onto it, and then you're going to be dealing basically trample damage, essentially. Again, kind of like you have Blasphemous Act. Let's say you Blasphemous Act, you take out an opponent's, 1 toughness creature. That's 12 extra damage. Well, Blasphemous Act would be ×3. That'd be 36, right, with the damage tripler in play. And then you'd get to re-deal out that damage to any other permanent, or any target other than the permanent. So maybe someone's face. So that'd be, what, 35 excess damage. And then you multiply that by 3, which would be, math, 105, I think. Let me know in the comments below if I got that wrong. Anyways, yeah. So triplers and doublers work very well with this commander. So yeah, a brand new tripler that can be added in the line, again, next to the Fire Emancipation, can be great. Drakuseth Maw of Flames. This one is quite funny, and this one is quite good with damage doublers and triplers. Hey, a 7/7 flying dragon. When it attacks, it deals 4 damage to any target and 3 damage up to each of up to 2 other targets. So basically, it's dealing, with the tripler now, 12 damage to 1 target and 9 damage to 2 other targets. Goodness gracious, that is a ton of damage to dish out. What, 12 plus 9 plus 9, that's 30 damage, I think. Go with that. 30 damage just for attacking. And again, if you have another damage tripler in play, if you got both of them in play, that's 90 damage, apparently. Gross. So yeah, damage triplers are quite potent, and I never expected to see a secondary one, but apparently now we're just going to see 2 in a deck. So be prepared. If you see a damage dealing deck like one of these, yeah, be prepared to see one and then the other potentially. Even if you, okay, I Crush Contraband that one. It's It's gone. Oh, thank you. I can finally breathe. Oh, no, the other one's here, and I'm out of removal. Okay, anyways. Next up, Neheb the Eternal. Yeah, Neheb likes damage. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, you add red to your mana pool for each 1 life runs the loss this turn. Very easy for you to do a lot of damage to a lot of opponents very quickly. And yeah, with like earthquake spells and that kind of stuff. And when you're tripling them, you're also tripling up the amount of mana that you're going to be getting back with this to then cast something even bigger. So yeah, Neheb definitely loves damage triplers, and this new one definitely can play into that as well. And then actually the first commander that I thought about when I saw this one is Torbrand, Thane of Red Fell. Yeah, Torbrand absolutely loves damage doublers and triplers as well. Red source, you control, deal damage to an opponent or a opponent controls. Does have a damage +2 instead. Now, correct me in the console if I'm wrong on this, but I believe the way that damage doublers work essentially is, in triplers work, is that the doubling or tripling would happen first, then the 2 goes on top of that, so you don't add the 2 beforehand. So like Lightning Bolt wouldn't be 3 + 2 × 3 for 15. It would be 3 × 3 to 9 + 2 is 11. So it's technically less, I believe. Let me know in the comments below if that's wrong, but I believe that's correct. But yeah, Torbrand still, hey, loves damage doublers, absolutely loves damage triplers. Here's another one, Torbrand. Have fun. And speaking of fun, yeah, a lot of Vial Smasher fans out there, you're gonna love this. Oh, gross. It's even better than Fire Emancipation in a way, kind of. Hey, 2/3 Gone Berserker. When you cast your first spell each turn, Vial Smash the Fierce deals damage equal to that spell's converted mana cost to an opponent chosen at random. Hope you're not the opponent that's chosen. So, first up, yeah, when you actually cast the spell, that is an 8 converted mana cost spell. So, someone is getting hit in the face for 8, and that's before any tripling or doubling. Then, obviously, when that's in play, let's say you then cast a 6 mana spell, well, someone's getting hit for 18. Gross. Yeah, doublers, triplers can work really well with a commander like this. It's just overall... Wizards, I don't understand. I am quite confused. I'm not, really that upset to see it. Like, it's just like, I am going to be scared when I play against a player that plays one of those decks and, they throw down a Fire Emancipation. I'm like, okay, what's next? City on Fire? I just don't understand why you're like, you know what? Let's just copy paste this tripler and just put it in another form. Essentially just, oh yeah, just throw 2 more mana on it. Oh, it's fine. Oh yeah, Convoke. There you go. Perfect. It's a completely different card. Yeah, this card's going to see a lot of play. And it's actually, I believe, Fire Emancipation. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong on that, but I believe that one's a mythic, so that one is pretty expensive. This one will probably be more budget friendly, but not within my budget. No way it's underneath $1. But yeah, so you might see this one even more often than that one, and of course in combination with them. And yeah, just overall, gross. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on this. Let me know if you're one of those players that has one of those commanders I just talked about and how excited you are about this card. And then also let me know in the comments below, what you think the blue tripler could be, what you think the white tripler could be, what you think the black tripler could be. Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you check out my other quick takes and spoilers. Make sure you're staying tuned for even more quick takes and spoilers. And of course, as always, thanks again and have a good one. This show and episodes like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. If you're looking for an easy way to help support this show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any new episodes. You can also go check out our playmats and other merchandise at thecommandersquarters.com. We also have a ton of brand new t-shirt designs in stock, so make sure you check out those as well. Another easy way to support this show is with our TCG player affiliate links. So whether you're buying a deck or individual cards, you can use this general link right here or one in the description. And the final way that you can support this show is by supporting us directly by becoming a patron. There are many benefits to being a patron, and I truly couldn't do this without all of their support.